I have been helping people with back pain for over 35 years with Liebscher and Bracht exercises, and in this video we will do the most efficient exercises based on my experience. In the end, I will show you as a bonus how you can do your back good without any effort, so to speak, while resting. And so that you understand why they can help so well, I will briefly explain to you on the skeleton beforehand which changes in our body are responsible for this common disease, back pain. This is the main reason for these excessive back pains, the sitting. But not the sitting itself, but that we don't compensate for it. If this position is constantly assumed here, 10 hours a day, the studies say that everything in the front here is shortened. We imagine the body is pulled forward due to the shortening. The back has to counteract so that we can walk straight through world history and not be hunched forward like on a walker. Then we have a force here, then a force here that puts pressure on the intervertebral discs that causes pain. And then there are plenty of other muscles that have to do with rotating the torso, that have to do with lateral bending, that come into play as well. And at some point the corset is complete, everything is rock hard at the back and the pain, and then the herniated discs come. And this is the foundation for the fact that most people have back pain, at least once in life, but many permanently. And now please first make contact with your back pain. That might sound a bit strange. What I mean by that, feel it. When does it hurt at all? When you overextend, when you go forward, when you bend sideways, when you turn. Just make contact with your pain, because the more you understand it, what it is telling you, the better you are already on your way to getting rid of it. That is the prerequisite. Give a preliminary comment. Write a preliminary comment about your feeling so that you have a basis to compare it afterwards, and other people can read it. They will be motivated by you. The first exercise is the most important because it cleans up your anterior pelvic tilt. You go on all fours, round your lower back and push yourself forward down the groin. Important, lead with the groin because then you have the hyperextension in the hip joint and that stretches the hip flexor and not the abdomen. The best release you have is when you take the groins forward and bring them closer to the ground, while we now stretch further and further into it all the time. If you have problems with holding in shoulders, then lay down with your forearms on a couch or on a chair. Then you have relief there and can still hang yourself nicely because that's all that matters. It's not about beauty or how good it looks in the exercises. It's simply about fulfilling the purpose of stretching what is too short. And now we start. After we have prepared everything a little bit, you pull with your knees against the ground. We are now doing strength training for the hip flexor muscles without moving because this allows for better stretching into the system. Let go again. And now the groins go a little further down. And then again, you pull both knees towards the ground, let go, go further in, and again, you pull against the ground, let go, go further in, and then I balance it out a bit. You come out, go back on all fours, and go as far back as possible. Maybe you can bring your heels to your buttocks and lower yourself a little bit, just to balance briefly. And now we sit down like this. You see how far you can come forward, maybe until here, then you stay there, maybe until here, then you stay there, maybe until here, then you can reach your feet and keep pulling yourself forward. We do that now. And now you can feel the stretching nicely in the back, in the lower back, where all the cramps and constant contractions are. Breathe yourself increasingly into the stretch and pull yourself further and further forward. And you will notice right away, with a very high probability, if that is stretched out back there, once in the front, once in the back, a lot has already happened. But we still do more, that more happens, that the maximum happens, positive. Breathe yourself in further and further. By the way, Renatman means that you inhale air through the nose, exhale through the nose, and while exhaling, you always pull yourself a little further into the stretch. You breathe in, out, pull yourself further. You breathe in and out and pull yourself further. And again, in, out and further, in, out and further. And now you pull with your back against your hands, pull against it, back tightens, because you always hold yourself tight in the front, on your legs or on your feet. Doesn't matter, you can't go up. Exactly this isometric strength training in the stretching of the muscle, our body loves it. It gives in, becomes flexible, feels free, everything you want. And you stretch back again, let go and go further in. And again you tense, relax and go further in. And come out. And now feel it already. Has anything happened yet, maybe? Comment in between. Has anything happened yet? What has happened? What has changed? And of course, a thumbs up of enthusiasm could already come if something has already happened. Otherwise, let's now move a corner further in the body, namely bend over, shoulder ready, standing to the left. And pull your right arm bent to the left. Slide the pelvis to the right, then you will feel the stretch on the right side of the pelvis, on the right side of the lower back at the height, so that would be the tailbone. You can feel the stretch everywhere there. And then go increasingly inside. Stretch yourself further in, push your pelvis further to the right, and pull your right arm to the left, always a little further, and wait until everything gives in nicely. This hard tension, what is all solidified there, needs some time. Therefore, we always do the stretching for about 2 minutes. And now you reach with your left hand into your left thigh, so from the inside, from behind, like reaching in there, and then you tighten your core as if it wanted to go up, but because you hold it tight, it can't. Then you relax again and go further in. And again, you tense up, let go, and continue. And you tense up, let go, and continue. And come out very carefully again. You notice what's happening there. Maybe you notice how it frees itself. But first, let's go to the other side. The right hand is on the right thigh. On the outside, you keep going further with the left side of the pelvis to the left. The left arm pulls to the right, and you increasingly go into this stretch. First of all, breathe nicely, make an effort, it's worth it. And you notice on the right hand how the fingers always go a little deeper along the leg downwards. And then you also reach for the inside of the right thigh and pull upwards, but you can't hold on through that. Relax and go further into the stretch to the right, pelvis moves to the left. And again, you pull again, let go and go further in. And again, you pull, let go and go further in and slowly come back up. Move a little, feel inside, and if you notice any relief, leave a comment, thumbs up if you like, if you haven't already. And now we go to the chair. Sit on the chair. And now we're going to do something very important for your back, which we also do far too rarely in everyday life, namely, we turn to the left. Turn nicely to the left. The hands help you. The pelvis is stuck in the chair and doesn't move. You breathe beautifully, and we wait first until the stretching can spread further in these areas where muscles and fascia now have to give way so that you can turn further to the left. Pain therapy of our kind is quite simple. We simply stretch what is too short until it is long enough, and most of the pain is then gone. Is this a statement? Usually works. Breathe in nicely, breathe out, and while exhaling, go a little further into the stretch. And now try to turn to the right, but hold on to the chair with both hands and arms so that you can't do it. And relax again and go a little further into the stretch. And again, you want to the right, even more to the right, even more to the right. You relax and we continue into the stretch. And again, you want to go to the right, push yourself hard. The more you exert yourself during strength training exercises, the better the effect. And let relaxation go a little further to the left. And now attention, so that you don't unscrew yourself, no fun on the edge, turn to the right. Beautifully turning increasingly to the right. Depending on the chair you have, reach to where you have a good lever to pull yourself further to the right into rotation. And you breathe deeply in, breathe out. And when exhaling, you go a little further into the stretch, because when exhaling, the body prefers to give in more than when inhaling. Don't forget to smile. Smiling is always relaxation, and relaxation is what we need in stretching. Go deeper into the stretch. And then you try slowly but surely to turn to the left, but you block this turning with your hands, with your arms, relax again, and go more into the rotation. And again, you want to go left, you relax, continue to the right. You want to go left again, relax, you continue to the right. You want to go left, relax, you continue to the right, and slowly come out and stand directly and feel a little bit inside. When did it hurt earlier? During which movement? First of all, loosen up a bit. Right at the beginning, there is a slight initial aggravation to be felt, maybe about 10-20 seconds. Move around and write a comment. How much looser has it become? Has the pain changed? Do you want to give a thumbs up of enthusiasm? Then give it. And I had promised you a bonus, a relaxation exercise that nicely relaxes the most important muscle involved in back pain. You need our back saver, or you need a few books, and then you simply lie down on it with a sacrum. And remember the first exercise where I said that it was the most important, because everything in the front gets nicely stretched. Exactly, that is now this exercise. And I will show it to you now. Be careful of falling asleep, Because you relax so nicely, I usually do them in the evening, and it stretches everything in the front, which is the main cause of most back pain. And another short note on my own behalf, this back support, which also consists of more parts than I just used it. So here we have a sacrum lying on it against lower back pain. You could use it for the thoracic spine to improve posture and train away tight feelings in the thoracic spine. These are the so-called aids that we have developed so that you can practice more easily, have a better effect, and save time. If you want information about it, then click here, there, or under the video on the corresponding image. And as always, I have a big request for you, back pain, who isn't plagued by it, at least temporarily. All people need this information, that they can do these exercises, show them the exercises, tell them about the channel, activate them so that they realize how much better they can handle their body and help themselves. And if your back feels freer now, you will receive a full body routine here so that your whole body feels freer. And down here you come directly to the Back Saver, and there you will find the options to subscribe. Always watch the videos, see what is interesting for you. Don't miss anything and activate the bell. Great that you were there. Goodbye until next time.